Mic check. Mic check. Mic check 1 2. Everything good? Okay. OBS looking just fine. Everything looking smooth. And well, good evening, everybody. How was your weekend? My weekend was great. I had one of the longest conversations ever. And Discord is booming. Everything is going well. I appreciate, honestly, sincerely, I genuinely appreciate the kind of people that I am attracting. I think without realizing it, I didn't realize that there are people who are looking for the truth, but I didn't realize they're actually more than the number that I imagined in my head. At least I would, what's up, be easy. How you doing, Alex? Hey, you're here. Yeah, like the type of people that I am attracting, or the type of people that Algowick is attracting, something good is happening, folks. Something amazing is happening. Because the truth is, people know, folks. People know and people understand when they see truth. There is no denial. When you present the fruit of truth to people, they're not dumb. They're not dumb. Because the truth is, they've been fed a whole bag of lies. They know what a lie looks like. Because we live in a world of deceit. We live in a world of, illusion. And folks are so used to deceit and deception that the moment you present them something different, there's a thing that goes on in the mind, right? And they start thinking, well, if he's doing it like this, then what does that say and what does that mean about the people who have been lying to me? And I think that's part of it. And I think the other part of it is there's also this sense of opening your eyes. Usman said we are tired of Judas swing. I'm telling you, humanity is tired of Judas swings, folks. The children of protraction behavior. I'm telling you, people are sick and tired. But anyway, welcome. It is good to know who's in the house. You know how this goes. I was speaking to a gentleman there, a brilliant young man, and I didn't realize the level of value that we are dishing out here. Could you believe that? I mean, you could be an older guy and not realize what you have, folks. You might just think it is just, you just rock up on here, you just talk a whole lot of stuff, talk about charts, tell people what happened, and then do a little bit of, price action exercises, and then they're like, okay, I want more of that. But the truth is, it seems to be way more than that. So I am very appreciative of you guys, my Discord people, and you know how we did today. Today was one of those, I guess it's almost like every day, but yeah, today was sweet because apparently ICT himself took the very one that we were designing. So just for you, if you are new here, this is Algowick. This is an educational platform. Anything you hear on this platform It is not financial advice. It is only for educational content and a bit of entertainment, but nothing's financial advice. That's one. Two, when you start to realize what we're doing here, you begin to realize, yes, number one, there is control. Number two, there is precision. And when you have both and you have the handles in your hands, oh, that is when you know you've got that Algowick on lockdown. I'm telling you, it is so good, because then on Discord, when folks begin to see how we do this, and this is what we do on Discord, we paint the charts, we paint the candlesticks, we are dictating, determining where and how price must go, candle by candle. Not only just that, on the 1 minute time frame. Absolutely. We show power. There's a whole different level. And especially when there's a new person in the house, guess what? There's almost, it's like this, there's this thing personally in me that wants to impress. It wants to show, like there's something in me that wants to show the new person that just came into the room, and I just want to show them, welcome. You are going to be mesmerized. Oh yeah. So yeah, we had a new person in the house, and this was the question he asked. Listen, is it like this every day? When something is so good, folks, when the sugar is so sweet, oh, when it's so solid, when it seems too good to be true, you get questions like, is it like this every day? And you know what's funny? This individual, he's asking out of innocent, like, real genuine, curiosity. And so I said, hey guys, my brother said, is it like this every day? And guess what the other guys did? Okay, so we had a good number today, which was, because we're growing, praise God. And the guys, they just started replying with emojis. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are diabolical. You're not even giving the brother a chance. And one of the guys said, even better. It's even better than this. Yeah, it's that good, folks. It is that good. I mean, forget about anything, sales like. It really is that sweet. Every single day. We've been doing this for 2 weeks. Today is day number 11. From the very first day till today on Discord, we're running it every single time. Boom, 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 boom. We want price to go here. This is what we want to see. And this is how it must present itself. You get that? It's either it does it like that, otherwise, we know what the exact otherwise is. And it's not just any type of otherwise. It is baked in. Precision, baby. Yeah. Control. That is going to be the thing that Algowick stands by. None of all these things that anyone has seen on YouTube. None of all these things, no other. Why? Because we learned from ICT. And on top of that, we have now realized there's a lot of people in the ICT space who are frauds. Yeah, let them come over here. Let them have it. They're frauds. They don't know. They don't know jack. They don't even know how to predict a redeliver rebalance. I'm not talking about even identifying it. Like some of you probably you just heard that. It's like, huh? Redeliver what? What is that? Yes, it's a PD array, a specific PD array. 2 versions have been taught, but it ain't only that. Yeah, It ain't only that. But yeah, they don't even know how to identify one. Never mind the fact that they can actually predict one. Yeah, that's the level of precision on this side. On this side of the pond. Yeah, only fresh fish, baby. Only the freshest fish. Yeah, so why don't we take you into a little bit of recap? Usman says, yo, Cap, when price was trash, the 2:35 a.m. order block came in handy. The one you have a name for. Then again, 235, 235, 235. Oh, yes. You are the only person who will know the name because you invented the name. So you are the only person outside of the Discord group who knows what that is. And you will be the only one because you invented the name. That is a gift to you. So I really appreciate that big time. 416. Usman mentioned 416 as well. Let us look for 416. Let us see. 416. Usman, you need to be careful. We don't talk about things in here. Yeah. So please, Usman, I appreciate you, but please delete that ASAP right away. Thank you. I appreciate your excitement about something I showed you. Yes, and I hope it is working in your hand. Thank you, Usman. I appreciate the message retracted. You see that, guys? We don't lie. Ain't no lies, folks. If I get you on a call, one-on-one, man, if I get you on a call one-on-one, you are trapped. I'm like a coding language called Python. We're going to school. Yeah. You get it? Yeah, that's what we do. Algorithmic. We present. Bah. Why did Usman get it? Because he invented the name. So he gave a name, and I really like the name, and it's called the Executioner. Oh, yeah. Powerful. And so obviously, I had to go find a PD array that makes perfect sense, that is worthy of the name Executioner, And yeah, so well done, Usman. I appreciate you as always. And I hope it is something that you observed every time. And I hope it's something that is yielding you imaginary profits, because I cannot guarantee success. Not financial advice, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so finance and investment said, your channel is growing, bro. Keep it up. Persistency is the key. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate that comment big time. It is tough. It is tough. It is not easy because I am trying to attract a specific type of crowd. Ice D said, you're the only one who has ever explained redelivery. Others only show the pattern, in my opinion. Oh, yes, Ice D. Listen, and this goes to everybody. This goes to everybody. There's a difference between knowing why, how, and the when something must present itself. And then there's a difference in knowing, when you look back, what it looks like. There's a difference in predicting and saying to Lot, hey, yo, tell your family they better not look back, because if they look back, anyone who looks back is going to turn to a pillar of salt. So you got to leave Sodom and Gomorrah. And then there's a difference when you look back and you recognize the salt. So here's a little conundrum, a little question that I have for the Christian audience, or those who understand Sodom and Gomorrah. When did Lot realize that his wife was not with him? When did he realize His wife became a pillar of salt. Did he even ever see? Anyway, less preaching, back to charts. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so thank you, Usman. I appreciate that. ISDs, yes. So, I was just reviving it. Got it. Yeah, so what did we do? Where did we start? At 9 a.m., right from the get. I put the guys, I said to them, hey, because we had a specific view of where price should go yesterday. So on Sundays, we do, on Sundays we have a prep week. So it's a, Q&A session, question and answers for about an hour and a half. That's what it's, timed for. And then we do a, prep, like, pre-market analysis, all these kind of things. Now, sometimes the Q&As are so enjoyable, you just keep going, it keeps going, it keeps going. But regardless, we managed to, I managed to, tell them what I'm looking at. I give them a sell scenario. I give them buy side scenario. If price was to go lower, then this is how we want to see it. This is where I think it was going to go. If it's going higher, then this is where I think it's going to go, and therefore it's going to give us this speedy array and all the yada yada yada, right? And it worked out. Listen, perfectly. It was beautiful. Anyway, here we are, 7 a.m. New York to 7:30. So, this is one that we share. We talk about it every day. And we say, get the high, the highest high and the lowest low within that time range. It's the open of 7:30. Really, it's the close of 7:29 that we're using. But you know what that is. You mark it like that, take this off, and take this off. You mark it like that, you get a quadrant. Alex said perfectly, meaning we had the tippy top of the day. Just saying, not financial. Listen, guys, listen up. So yeah, at Algowick, we don't mess about. This ain't no tricky tricks. You get me? We nailed the high of the day. Not only did we nail the high of the day, yeah, when it was about to become the high of the day. Yeah. Listen, this is a whole different ball game. It wasn't the high of the day yet. We know how the high of the day is going to form. And on that specific candle, we were like, hey, yo, right here. I was saying to them, right here, this is it. You either sell now or it's gone. You can forget it. Because when this thing shows its face, oh boy. Boy. When it shows its face, listen up, folks. We'll get into it. Don't you worry. This one, yeah. Man, y'all don't know who you're messing with. I'm telling you. You don't know who you're messing with, man. You still think this is it's just another guy rocking up on YouTube. Nah, I ain't just no other guy, folks. I'm the market maker. Yes, your market maker just became a content creator, right? We paint these charts, baby. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that one. E1 even clip said, can you technically analyze? Technical analysis gold, sir. We'll look at it maybe later on, but I got to get through the rounds first. Alex, preach, brother. So back to what I was saying, 7 to 7:30 range. Boom. We have that. Extended the range. You have the high gone literally into where I said price was going to go from previous day analysis. Okay, that's what that was. We came back in and we started meandering within the premium of the range. Okay, this is discount between the discount price and the 50%, the red line there. That's discount. 50%, and this high is premium. We were meandering, working through the premium of the range. Okay? And then came 930. Right there. Boom. Right there we opened. We have these lows. We have these highs. Very simple, easy. But in real time, folks, let me tell you something. In real time, how many people can dictate where price is going to go first? See, that's the issue, folks. It's not about having a draw, I think price is going to go there. I'm going to make this an octant just so that you can know who you're dealing with. Look at that, folks. Huh? You see that? Uh-huh. Let's bring it back. Boop. Control Z, baby. Bring it back, bring it back. Anyway, as price was going higher, we had this 932 first presented or presentation fair value gap. That's the first fair value gap that presented itself. The first inefficiency, all that kind of stuff. All cool, right? No problem. And as it was climbing higher, we had this candle here. And I said to them, if this candle does a specific action, then we're at go. He didn't get it. And then he got this one. And then it started coming. And right here, right there, as this candle was printing, the 938, I give him a shout. I said, boom, quick 30. Quick 30, boom, 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 boom. Came right back and did exactly what I intended. Okay, like, you know, what I dictated. That was that. No problem, no sweat. That was that. And then I think, I'm not sure if this is the part where I had to go something. But anyway, you know, there was like a little break. Another brother took over, and you know, they were just chatting. And but anyway, as price was going higher, I took over. All right, 944, 945. You know my time. 945. Boom, shakalaka. Said right there, gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go. I was animated. I was hyping it. I was like, boom, like I was so confident. It was one of those. It was one of those. Sell your grandmama house and put your money on it. You know what I mean? Like all the confidence, man. All the balls. We bringing it on. It's like boom, bring it. Confidence. Look at that. All the way. Now, right here, ICT was actually entering there. We didn't know. You couldn't have known because he posted it after the fact. I mean, you know, after his trade, right? But we didn't know we were looking at the same thing as the very man himself. Exactly. That's how it's meant to be. You cannot beat control. When you have the control, you will see what other people, the same thing as other people who have control, you see what they have. But anyway, this was coming lower here, and it was just diving through. And I said to them, if we dive through, we're going to take this low, we're going to go here. And now, as price was going higher, it wasn't a case where we minded. Like, it wasn't oh, you know, I mind that. Like, you don't care. You don't care. Why? Because you're looking at these lows. I was pointing out this low, this low, this low, this low, this low, this low, and possibly this low. All right? Look at this. All the way. All the way back where? To the 7 to 730 range. Look at that breach. Took this low as well. It was beautiful, folks. And right there and then, as this candle was printing, as these candles were printing as well, I said to them, this one. I don't know if you guys if you guys know about ICT's new video rate, the Hangman. I said, at first, I said it was this one, but you know, that was my mistake. But I said the very next one, and I said, I was just a candle, one candle early, but it's fine. I said this one, hangman, brother, boom, hangman, gone. Smack a horse, baby. There's your horse smacker, bang. And I said we are going for this. Now, here's the God honest truth. They all saw it. It was before the fact. I said, we're going to this bearish order block. And I did that, like that. At first, I said, we're going to the bearish order block. But then I just annotated that. And look at this, folks. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Are you mad? You want to tell me? It was so good. One of the gentlemen was asking, hey, yo, Cap, why that one? It's too good, folks. Specific prices. You think I'm joking? Every single day. I'm telling you. Every single day. Different. We're not the same, folks. We are not the same. Different breed, folks. You're messing with the wrong horse, man. We're the champions out here. Man. Anyway, it was that. Everything I dictated that I wanted to see, it printed out. I didn't say we're going higher. I didn't say, it was just we're going from here to there. And that's it. Boom. Back to this low. And we were just, discussing, and, as this was going lower and lower and lower, it took this low, and then it came, we had a CB there, it came this low, and then returned to the 50% there, and then it came, took the lower low, and then you had this inversion, which needs no identification, but, some people like what they like. There's your inversion there. But let me tell you something, folks. Let me tell you something. This right here is called the venom. That's called venom. Why venom? Well, it's a CB, sell-side imbalance, buy-side inefficiency, and then you also have buy-side in the same range. Balance price range, right? No stress, no biggie. Boom, right there, like that, gone. As this was printing, we were talking about what we need to see to dictate, to run it up there, back into this range, to the premium of the 7 to 730 range, since that's just the frame. But anyway, at 10:30, the first hour is completed. Open, raid, back and lower we go. Way down we go, 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 go. So anyway, fast forward that. In real time, I was saying to them, I want to see that high taken. I did. But at the same time, as price was printing, I was saying I'm probably going to get embarrassed today. Embarrassed how? Let me explain. There's a difference between having a bias and actually having the control over what price should do. There's a difference. There's a difference between what you want and the difference between what must print. Your bias is about your desire. Your desire does not control the market. The algorithm does. Control and precision is you in lockstep with where and how price must deliver, because you're tracking as algorithmically price is being delivered. And I said, I would like that high, but I would like this high, the 1130 high. But when we were here, Look at this. Look at these the body closes. Look at that. Right there. Look at that. Right there. As it was delivering lower, I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna get embarrassed. And this is what I wanted to see. Between it was 1050. I'm gonna put 1050 right there. Before 1050, I said, I want to see where we are. It's either we're around here or we're there. Okay, by 11 o'clock. So it was 11 o'clock, sorry. I said to them, yeah, so that's why this is drawn there. I said to them, by 11 o'clock, it's either we hit this or we hit that. Very simple, no, no biggie, no none of that. And as price was delivering lower, we were dictating my embarrassment. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine you say you want that, but based on the way price is delivering, it's either going to do this or do that. And here's the thing. If scenario, like the thing where if it does this, if that's 0 and you get it wrong, your then has to be 100% accurate. Otherwise, you do not have control. That's a fact. It's either you know what's going to happen or you know the very next thing that must happen. There's no in between. There's no, well, it didn't do both. No such thing. Yeah, anyway. Here we go. Lower. And by 11, right there, that candle's open, this red vertical line, that's where we opened. It was nice to know that we were coming lower. And then we got into 11 a.m. and 12. And I made a statement. The fact that this didn't touch at 11, that is sauce. Because I wanted that to hit by 11. But it didn't. We got a reversal. And then I said at 11:30, because 11:30 to 12 loves a liquidity raid. As you've probably heard me in multiple live streams at this point, we go over the same things typically because, certain things are for free. It's cool. Other things, yeah, it wouldn't be fair, right? But yeah, we had this here. And then one of the gentlemen made attention to this. So this is what that is. You have this open at 9:30. So if you click at the bottom right of your trading view chart, the RTH is regular trading feed. As you can read up here, it's regular trading feed. And then if you click the RTH, you see that it's going to fill it. You see data there. So basically it is because regular trading hours is between 4:14:59 close and 9:30 a.m. So 4:14:59 p.m. close and 9:30 a.m. open. New York time, by the way. So that's why you see this huge gap, because what we had was overnight, New York wise, it closed here on Friday, and then we opened there at 9:30 on Monday, 9:30 a.m. on Monday. So that's why you have that gap. So we took those two specific prices, did open and the close, and you get the 50%. And look at that. Open, resistance, back to 50%, right there. Now, let me tell you something, folks. This was annotated before all of that. We were talking about why this has high probability that it's going to get hit. Look at the time that it hit, folks. Look at that, 10:56. You think that's a coincidence, folks? It's like 5 candles, within 5 candles before the close, before 11 o'clock. Yeah. You want to know what time is 11 o'clock? London. That's the last hour. So London closed. You can put it between 10 and 12. But the 11 to 12 is like the dead. Like anything that's going to close between 11 a.m. New York time and 12. Because they got to close up shop, folks. Everybody got to close up shop. Anyway, so there's a lot more, that comes with that story. But yeah, so that's what we had. 5 minutes breathing, 5 candles before. Power of 5. Yeah, so yeah, we just started rallying back, back into it after 11. We had 11:30 there opened, so I'm gonna take this off now. We had 11:30 candle open there, and look at what we did. We came into discount. As we were looking at this, by the way, I was saying to them, we have this trend line. Okay, we had this trend line there, like that. Actually, it was, yeah. Nope, that's a mistake. We had this trend line at first, like that, in the range. But you could tell that, why that's problematic. So we did this. Well, like I was eyeing that. So the moment we actually tripped that, right there. Now, mind you, I was already telling them this is why this line is there. That's been there the whole time, because I wanted to make sure I remember to show you guys. Let's make it, yeah, let's make it, a large red one, okay? So it was this high, and I said to them, if we hit this high, then it's high probability that we're going to go back to the first presented fair value gap. And would you look at that? 1150. Boom. We rate that. Now, it didn't hit by 12. But remember, it keeps doing this thing. Remember what I told you about London protraction? When something is meant to happen and it doesn't happen, it's going to give you delayed, which means right after 12, you can expect. It happened last week, happened the previous week. It's in the videos, it's recorded, it's in the live streams. There's nothing I can do about it. They ain't getting deleted. You can go have a look for yourself. Go through them. But anyway, and then we had this right here. You see that? Boom, boom, gone. And that was that. That was it. It hit right after our Discord call, our Discord session. I just knew. I just knew it was going to do that because it does that every now and then. So I say all that to say that today was a major success. Look at where it hit. I'm going to move this back and look at where it hit, folks. You see that line? You see that price? You think that's a coincidence that I'm marking the wrong one? Whatever. And then during lunch, started coming lower. We had a big old spike down there. Boom. Gave you low and low. Came right there, tripped the low, and then we got lower lows, and we've come down lower, and now we are right here. And this is silver bullet. Silver bullet being 2 p.m. New York time, so you can see the 1400 there, 2 p.m. New York time, and that's where we are. Any questions? Do you have? How do you feel about that? Do you think does it look algorithmic? Does it look? Because see, the beauty of what we're trying to do is, all these things look good. In hindsight, it looks good, right? But guess what? We were doing it in real time. Real time. Between here and there, the wonderful run of the day, Real time, folks. And then also, some guys, they had the opportunity to actually run so we did the 15-minute drills, and two people had the opportunity to do the 15-minute drills. Sorry, Alex, I think you did maybe more. Maybe you did 18 or 20 minutes or something. My bad. I forgot where it started from. But yeah, it was, they did these drills. And what is the drill? Now, maybe you yourself, you want to practice this drill. So I'll introduce it to you guys. Every 15 minutes, you should be able to know what the 1-minute candle should do. You should be dictating the 1-minute candle. Every candle for candle. Every 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes. You should be able to do that. And then when you want to step it up, you do every 30 minutes. Why? Because when you have a level of control on what must happen, you have a level of control on this is, I think, at first, this is how everybody starts, okay? It's if it does this, then it's going to do that. And then it's, I think it's going to do this, and I think it's going to do that. Sometimes when you're just starting, you're actually going to be, because of, sometimes you don't know, you're not sure because you don't know what's going on in real time for whatever reason. People tend to analyze what already happened because they're trying to process it. And it's a very good exercise. But once you get in the groove, you want to start saying, oh, there's a bearish shoulder block. Oh, there's a bearish shoulder block. Okay, there's a bearish shoulder block. And you just wanted to be reading the flow. It's a really good exercise for people to do, in my opinion, because I am finding that it is giving a lot of people confidence already. So it does work. And then sometimes I interject and I say, okay, where do you want, so this is what you want to see. What does that mean? Just to prompt them for a more sense of control, because it is necessary. We can't just say, well, this is a bearish order block. Okay, this is a bearish order block. Okay, this is a bullish order block. Okay, this is it's like, yeah, well, we got this low. What does it mean? What does it mean? What candle or what PD array is going to form next? That is how you stay in control. And so, the exercises are working, and I'm very happy that, the guys have, the confidence to want to run it. But so far, so good. We have price in current price action in our range, 7 to 730, right there, right now, right here, right now, right. Yeah, so I don't know how I sing that song. But yeah, so right there, we have 8 seconds to form a BC that is forming at a 50%. You also have this high. So it rated this high first before confirming the BC. So it's like raid, BC formed. Let me show you something. Raid, BC formed. And then now you have this BC versus this BC. I'm going to give you some hindsight. Yeah. It's this BC. You see that? Let them talk, folks. Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them talk. You feel me? It's this one versus this one. And fight. So I'm just going to mark them like that. And we're just going to enjoy ourselves, shall we? I'm going to move this to 230. So why that? Let's make good sense of this. If, say, you were bullish, let me give you an example. If, say, you were bullish, wouldn't you want to see this SIBI or this fair value gap be repriced? I think it's a fair shout. If, say, you were bearish, wouldn't you want to see these lows like that? And so whatever your bias is, you got to start thinking, Where could price go to? Where could it sail to? Where's the flow? You want to have your buy read and you want to have your sell read. It is okay to do that. There's no problem with doing that. The issue is when you're giving both sides and you don't pick one. So when you're by yourself analyzing charts, you're reading price and you're doing a thing, you start, you're kind of, maybe you're confused. You don't know what's going on. It is okay to have, well, it could do this, it could do that, because you're trying to build confidence, folks. Don't let these people, get at you and, make it sound like, well, it's like, no, you got to start somewhere. You've got to grow your confidence, folks. There's a level of confidence. You see the confidence in me, just, moving my chair. I love this chair, man. What a great buy. Shout out my neighbor. But yeah, man, it's amazing. So the point is, we have this low. I like that. I like this low. I just like the fact, it hit this low in this manner. And so we want to see the closing. 4, 3, 2, 1. You see that? Did you see that? You saw that, yeah? Yeah? You saw that? Next candle is like, pah! Yeah. Up, and away. How about that, folks? Are you telling me that we're like 3, 2, 1, boom? You saw that. Rewatch the video. Go back to the 216. Yeah, it was 216. And pay attention to my, whoo, yeah? Up, and away. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that, folks. So you want to tell me that I know, depending on how this candle is going to close, with that fair value gap or buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, right there, depending on how it closes, that we can predict that it's going to go up there or towards this blue thingy. I know, like, sometimes, to be honest with you, sometimes I just feel like I don't want to, like, I don't have anything to show off, because it's just organic, These things just happen. It's like, okay, I'm just going to talk about what we did in Discord, within the Discord, and then I'm going to talk about whatever, just freestyle a little bit, and then I'm just going to pick a random candle, and I'm going to try and predict it. Like, that's the format that you typically see. That's been the format the whole time. There's no, okay, well, it's like, nah. I'm going to do this based on, because, no. If you can have the ability to just pick and select. Notice, remember from Friday, I told you guys, I'm looking at you guys right here, okay? The actual screen is this way. So when you see me looking this way, I'm actually looking at the 1-minute chart. Right here, I'm talking to you guys. When I'm like, whoa, it's like dictation. That's what it is. Control, precision. Now, ladies and gentlemen, price is trash. My people know what that means. So we're going to do this. We are going to pay attention to this specific fair value gap. And I want you to pay good attention to this specific fair value gap, because we're about to go into muddy waters. Oh man, it's gonna be trash, y'all. It is gonna be bad. So that gives me the opportunity. While price is gonna be bad, let's give it some time to engineer liquidity. You see what I'm talking about? Look at that. Look at that, folks. You see the injection there? You see the way it wicks below and then comes back? Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce. Wait, if you're new here, it is an introduction. But this is the controller. Yes, yes, this is the controller. Controller PD array. What does it do? It messes everybody up. Here it is. The price is trash dictator. Seek and destroy, because it wants to destroy everybody that is against them. It wants to ruin everybody's life that is against them. This is what it does. It's gonna spring, boom, and like a yo-yo. That was the first name, by the way. The name was Yo-Yo. Charter members, you know it. Go look on Telegram, okay? Go look up Yo-Yo. Go search it. Put it in the search if you're a charter member. ICT charter member. Go into the Telegram. You know where it is. Go look up Yo-Yo. That was the first name. And then it became controller, of course. But, you know, it is what it is. Boom. You see that? Destruction. It destroys everybody that is against him. It ruins everybody that is against him. You cannot defeat him. You cannot tame him. He is untamable. He is unquenchable. He is too strong. He is the strength that beats all strongholds. You cannot hold him down. He will hold you down until he brings you up. He is always in charge. He is the charger. He is the electricity that electrifies all things that belong to him. He is the one that gives life. Yeah, he is the controller. Look at that. I told you. It's what it does, folks. When it starts doing things and you're against him, bro, he is the one. He is the one. PB Bank say controller is some made up gibberish elevator. Listen, let me tell you, man. You can say what you want. ICT calls it order block. Made up gibberish. Calls it fair value gap. Made up gibberish. He calls it the hangman. Made up gibberish. All I know is, whatever it is, it definitely does exactly what I want it to do. And nobody can do anything against it, because it's what it does. That's a fact. That is a fact. Everybody likes, everyone likes to have their own, thing. But I guarantee when the controller shows up, it's like when I posted about the yo-yo, I noticed there's a specific PD array. There is a specific fair value gap that always defeats me. It would ruin my trades. It would just, it was so annoying. So I called it a yo-yo, because it just messed everybody up, messed me up. But obviously, when someone, when you're pretty nerdy, you want to know, you want to figure out, you want to know, why does this thing print the way it does? Why does it seem to hold? Why does it seem to have this level of control within that specific array? And I studied and I studied and I studied, and I realized, wait a minute, this thing likes to do its own thing. And it would go one way, and it would go the other way, and it would go one way and the other way, and it would do things in a very, very different way. It's the one PD array that I can say to you, it definitely has its own thing. But anyway, if you're bullish, up there, did it reach? No. Did it go at the time that I wanted it to go? Yes. Is there something stopping it? Yes. If there's something stopping it, and this guy is running the show, boom. Boom, boom, boom. What did I tell you guys? You want to have two scenarios because you're learning something. It's okay. It is okay to learn something. It is okay to increase your confidence. You may not have to know. If you don't know, this is what you should do. You want to get your target? a possible bullish target, and you want to have a possible bearish target. There you go. I give you one there, and I give you that there. Boom, at the time. Boom. I know my people know exactly what that is. And I know my people understand what that is, because we've been talking about it all weekend. And look at that. How beautiful are the feet of them. How lovely are the feet of the... Yeah, that brings good news. Yeah. They bring good news, folks. There are some people in your life that will bring you good news. Connor said, timing of that array is... Which one are you talking about? You talking about 217 or are you talking about... Oh, sorry. You're talking about 212. You're talking about 212. First presentation, fair value gap, during the silver bullet, after macro. Oh yeah, you know that one. It is called the undisputable postman. The postman, baby. Undisputable. The postman. You like it? I know, guys. I try to be entertaining. I try to, have a laugh. Listen, don't take me seriously, folks. Don't take me seriously at all. In fact, don't even take me seriously when it comes to the charts either. Don't take me seriously. I do not know. I do not have a clue what I am doing. All I know is I just seem to get lucky with these candlesticks on the charts. I have no clue what I'm doing. Don't take me seriously, okay? Don't you take me seriously. If you want to learn anything, go to ICT, Inner Circle Trader, on YouTube. Look up Inner Circle Trader. Go watch all these videos, folks. I don't know anything. And guess what? He is free. He's free. I am not, but he is free. And if you want it for free, he's the author, right? So please go get it there for free. Because I am not. I just have a level of control and precision that I have managed to unlock for myself. And those who have trusted me and really put some real value, there, well, they get exposure to my understanding. It is what it is, folks. He is free. Well, technically, let's get this right, folks. He is free for you. He wasn't free for me. So let's make sure we get that right. Nothing is free in life. You are going to be expending something. All right, so basically what we just did is we had this postman. Okay, it's in the name, post macro, during a silver bullet, the postman. Because ICT made attention to that specific fair value gap. And guess what he said in that video when he introduced it? He said, I'm not going to give you the name. Yeah, that's what he said. I'm not going to tell you the name. So guess what someone like me will do? I will give it a name. I will put the logic together. You don't want to tell me what it is? It's okay, man. I am at a place where I only need ICT to just point his mouse to something. You ever notice his videos, the ones where the ones where he doesn't say anything. He's just like maybe he's annotating text or something, or there's literally no text, and it's just pure what's it called? Like it's a silent video. So go look at his silent videos. You will see what he's doing. I guarantee it. You will see what he's doing. Now, I am at a place where all I need to know is where he's moving his mouse. Not what he is saying, folks. You need to learn. And this is this is why I feel sorry. I genuinely feel a pity for people who go to the spaces, like not his own spaces, but ICT goes to somebody else's spaces, and they ask him questions and he gives these answers, and I'm just like, man, come on, man, because the people keep asking the dumb questions, and if you ask a dumb question, you're gonna get a dumb answer. That's the truth. You ask a simple question, you ask a simple answer. If you ask an advanced question, guess what the man does? Somehow it feels like he dumbs it down, or he dodges it, or in the moment, this is my personal opinion, in the moment, he doesn't, like, he's not thinking to answer the question in the way the person wants the answer or something. So he's trying to put two and two together in the moment, but he has to give an answer right in the moment. So the format is going to be different from a video. So personally, I think maybe that's why. But on the other hand, it's like maybe he doesn't really want to give the real answer. Maybe that's the truth. Maybe he doesn't really want to give the real answer because, number one, these are gems, real gems for free. Okay? And number two, maybe the truth is he's been burnt in the past and he actually doesn't trust them. Personal opinion, I'll tell you something. I would not trust either. I would never trust anyone that promotes gold back. I would never trust anyone that promoted 369 and all these things. I would never trust anyone that says they represent me and they love me and they trade exactly like I do and they honor and venerate me and they want to run it like I do and all these things. And then they use multiple indicators. I wouldn't either. That's the truth. That's my personal opinion. I wouldn't trust either, because the man, he admires and he endears himself towards purists. But here's the one thing he won't do. The purists, he doesn't bother with them. It's like a father and a son relationship. When you know you have a good son, you don't need to say anything to the son, because you know the son is doing everything correctly. And guess what? He said that in videos in the past. He knows his own. I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you. He knows his own. He knows his own. People have said all kinds of things. Man, Cab, I think, maybe he's seen you. I'm like, honestly, I don't think so. I don't even think I jump on his radar. But at the same time, I know I have asked questions, even in the charter group, folks. And then he would answer them in the videos. And I'm like, yo, you saw my question. And I just go and I say, thank you, coach. We move on to the next. Another question. Thank you, coach. On to the next. Another question. Did you guys see that? I told you. Thank you, coach. Move on to the next. Another question. Pay attention. He's going to talk about this because I know the questions that I have asked. I know the type of person he is. If somebody literally tells you, hey, guys, ask questions because the good questions, they prompt me to give you great answers. So what do? He has laid it down. If you ask a really good question, you're going to get a really good answer. You're going to get a reply. You might not get it in the time that you want, but you will get it. So guess what I do? I put my brain together and my articulation skills, and I say, hey, boom, here's the question. Here you go. Is there another PD array that is an inefficiency? Is this an inefficiency? Inefficiency. Everything inefficiency. And guess what he's been teaching the last 3 years? Predominantly in the last 3 years. Guess what the man has been teaching? It's definitely not a new kind of order block. I'm just saying, folks. I'm just saying. But yeah, don't take me seriously, people. Don't take me seriously. I'm just a nobody, So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say to y'all, man. Listen, you need to. I know Some people should even be saying thank you because I know I be digging every video, folks. Every single video. Nobody, no student, and I can say this anywhere, anytime, no student of ICT can do something like this the way I'm showing, especially on Discord, without watching all the videos. None. Zero. They don't exist. I'll tell you that. They do not exist. Not the way that I'm doing it. Not the way that I'm doing it. Without it, you see on Twitter, they'll be telling you things like, you don't need to watch the videos. And I get it. And I understand the sentiment. Like, you don't want to be getting people to watch a million videos and stuff like that. But listen, how are you supposed to know what you don't know if you don't learn by the format that the education is being presented? How are you supposed to learn, folks? We need a... Anyway, let me check in the comments. Darasimi, oh, I think that's a Nigerian name. Darasimi, right? He said, do you have channel for Signal? Nope, I do not do signals. I educate people how to fish for themselves, sir. That's what I do. That's my desire. I could do a signal service, but then I wouldn't teach. But then I would even charge double what it's gonna be after 30 people. So, because there's no way you can say you know where price is going in the next 15 minutes on the 1 minute chart, or you know what price, high probability what price will do in the next 30 minutes, or in the next 30, on the next 31 minute candles. And you're gonna charge what? Yeah, so I don't have a signal. I don't have a signal thing. I would rather enjoy exchanging with people who want to learn and equip people so they can run their own businesses. I think that's a lot healthier. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, people. What do you think? Is signal service better than equipping people with good information that they can use for themselves? Or is signal the way to go? Just tell them where it's gonna go, let them make money, and let them, you benefit something. Al Mustafa said, "Are you trading with ICT?" Yes, I'm an ICT trader. I am an ICT purist. 100% technical. When it comes to technicals, I'm like 98% ICT. The 2% is like maybe fundamental technical, like when you look here or something. But yeah, I'm very much a purist. Clay Slay said, "Signals don't make you a trader." I know. But you'd be surprised though. I think people are tired of learning. I think people are discouraged from learning. I think folks are in a place where they've gone about and roundabout, and they find themselves in a position where they don't even trust themselves to be able to recognize the truth, because we live in a world of deception. Exati said, "Do you usually divide the chart into time cycles? I was thinking about splitting a 3-hour range into two 90-minute cycles. If we look at the 90-minute chart and divide it this way, do you think it helps identify which macro cycle we should be trading based on the higher time frame structure?" My question to you, Exati, is this: where did you learn time cycles? Number one. Where did you learn or get the idea, or who prompted you about dividing the 3 hours into 90-minute cycles? Where did you get that from? And also, where did you get the idea of using 90-minute chart? That's my question to you, sir. Kutso Gagara said, "Is that gold?" No, this is E-mini NASDAQ. I just use E-mini NASDAQ because practically everybody in ICT uses looks at it. So I just use it to preach and teach. precision and control, because that's what everybody's pretty much familiar with now. But it's either this or gold, I think. This, gold, and oil are like the predominant markets most people use, I think. This is very hard when you're working 9 to 5. Nope, it is not. Are you talking about learning? As in, it's very hard to learn when you're working 9 to 5, or are you talking about just trading in general when you're working 9 to 5? If you're talking about trading in general when you're working 9 to 5, then you need to expose yourself to an information that gives you the equipping that allows you to trade the time that you are available in the meantime. That's what you need. It's either that, or you just got to be a swing trader or something. It's either, those are your two options. Clay Slay says signals don't make you a trader. PP Bank said, how are you going to be tired of learning and bro? Oh, I know. Motivations, the hustle is real. I guess some people are, a mindset, I mean, I had nothing. I literally had nothing, folks. I had 20 euros at the end of every month. 20 euros. Yep. I had 20 euros every month. I didn't even have enough money to buy mobile data, because if I did, then that was me wiped out. Yep. That was many years ago. I used every money that I had, always scrambling, trying to, get something so I could pay for charter mentorship. That's how I paid, folks. That's how I paid. $155 every single month. That's how I paid. And I did it with 20 euros left for the rest of the month. And I did that for 7 months or so. Was it 7? We started in February, and I think we paid in August or September. Yeah, I think it was September, where we were then allowed to become, like, we were allowed to get access to the forum. So other than that, it was just videos every evening. That was it. It was just videos, folks. So this generation of lazy people, or this generation of people who are not desperate enough to get information, I don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for that. I had nothing, folks. August, he let us pay for the rest of at once. Yeah, so it was at August. So between February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, so 7 months. I remember that. For 7 months, folks, all I had to my name was 20 euros. 20 euros for a month. And I lived like that for 7 months. No word of a lie. God sees my heart. That's how I did it. So that's why I personally don't feel sorry for anyone. Like, I mean, zero. I have no pity. Zero pity. The moment you start showing me signs of laziness, signs of excuse making, signs of like you don't have the grit or you don't have the hustle, I'm telling you, folks, I don't feel sorry for them. I just don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't feel sorry for anyone. They're like, oh, well, like you want free handouts or I feel no pity. This is the financial markets. If you ain't got it, go get a job. If you don't have that hustle, if you don't have that, thing in you where you can survive. And mind you, I was living in Dublin. Yeah. Why don't you go and try and, make your life last on 20 euros every month? Anyway, let's bring back some traumatic memories. A lot of things happened at that time, but I thank God. I thank God. Look at me now. Nobody can chat jack. Um, XT said, I learned this concept on YouTube. ICT himself does not specifically talk about 90-minute circle, but he does talk about 30-minute intervals. Yes, I understand, but where, who? The reason why I'm asking you this is this. Deception is real, folks. Deception is real. PP Bank said, cup noodles on standby, 24/7. Fam, man. Yo, big dog, guess what? Talk to me, man. Tell me. But yeah, XT, I'll tell you this. There are people preaching 90-minute this and 90-minute that because they first heard ICT talk about 90-minute this and that. But he never talked about it like it's a pattern. ICT talks about 30-minute intervals. So where did you get 90? Because 3 by 30 is 90. So where did you get the idea that it has to be 3 by 90? Why not 4 by, where did you get the idea that it was 3 by 30? Why does it have to be 3? Why 3, folks? Why 3? Why not 4? You know what I mean? Why not 5? Why 3? Why 90-minute time frame specifically? Why not 80-minute time frame? Why not 70-minute time frame? Why does it have to be 90? Where did you get infected by pattern logic? Who poisoned your mind? That's the real question, folks, because there are people going around poisoning. They're spreading false information. That's what's going on. And they are definitely not ICT traders. I don't care what anybody says. They are definitely not the one. The moment you start taking information and you start misconstruing, oh yeah, you messed up. Yo, big dog, guess what? What would you like me to guess, bro? What would you like me to guess? Clay Slay. I like the name, Clay Slay. Clay Slay. That's a nice name, man. What am I missing? Yeah, cool. Thank you for sharing the knowledge. Absolutely, Clay. You are welcome. We are trying to spread the good information. Big dog, where you from? I was born in Nigeria, brother. Maybe in case you can hear the accent, but I didn't live in Nigeria most of my life. But yeah, I imagine that's the question. But yeah, what would you like me to guess? Yo, big dog. Big dog is, yeah, so basically we are this low. And there you go, Discord people. Discord. They didn't see that one coming, did they? They didn't see that one coming, yo. Discord, huh? They didn't see it coming. Oh, boy. You remember? Yeah. There you go. Way down we go. Man, they didn't see that one coming. It was that, and then, that. Anyway, based on a higher time frame, there you go. I wasn't super confident on that when we hit the when we hit 4% fair value gap, because then I didn't see this because I was in a call with one of the members, so yeah, I didn't see that, but look at that. Yeah, so because I didn't see any of this. Obviously I saw with you guys at 1:30, well, just before 1:30, so it was looking suspicious. And 7 to 7:30, Anyway, boom. You have this Discord, big dog. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I do have a Discord. And I am not. Yes, I have a Discord, bro. You have Discord, bro? You want to join my Discord? You want some precision? You want some of that sweet juice control? Oh, they'll tell you, man. They will tell you. They will tell you. They will tell you. They know what's good. Yeah, so basically what we're dealing with right now is if you go to London session, we have the 326 fair value gap. Okay. That's what that is, in case you want some transparency. I'm looking at within by 254, I would like to see an expansion. Nomos, yes sir. Welcome, brother brother Lawrence. How you doing? How are you doing, man? Good to see you. How you doing? How's things? How was your day, man? How was your day? That's one of my big brothers. Big brothers, y'all. Good people, fantastic people, people who have helped me on this journey to be where I am. Yeah, so by 54, we need to see expansion. Like, you get me? Like, oh, I have a question because I asked this question on Discord earlier, actually. If you are a Mortal Kombat fan, who do you prefer? Johnny Cage? Yeah, Johnny Cage. Or Scorpion? Oh, King Lo. Okay. King Lo. Interesting. Oh, Kong La. Yeah, I was like, King Lo. Okay. But yeah, anyway, Scorpion. Scorpion. Yeah, I'm definitely a Scorpion guy. Yeah, I asked the guys, and one of them was like, yeah, he's a Scorpion. I had a feeling he would definitely be a Scorpion guy. I think we love villains. Like, if you're a Scorpion fan, yeah, you are definitely, you know, Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero was the other one. Yeah, Sub-Zero actually was. Sub-Zero was the one I was talking about. This is hilarious. I was playing Mortal Kombat with myself all week. Oh, mad. Wow, look at that. Look at that. By the way, what time is this candle? You see the expansion there? To the 50%. There's your expansion. And we have about 2 seconds to close. Close above. No? There you go. It didn't close above. But yeah, so by 254, we want to see expansion. 253, we saw expansion. There you go. Wow, baby, what a coincidence. No such thing. Yeah, man, that's cool. Sub-Zero. I think Sub-Zero was the one I was talking about in the Discord, actually. I'm a Sub-Zero fan. He's like a villain, like real villain. He loves to take him out. Yeah, Sub-Zero for sure. Somebody said, I need someone to learn how to trade with. Hey, ICT 7 Advocate, are you new to ICT concepts? And how long have you been trading, by the way, 7 Advocate? Usman said, get over here. Yeah, get over here. I was Killer Instinct fan more than Mortal Kombat. Oh, okay. Ryazan, cool. Sub-Zero. Raiden, God of Thunder. What a coincidence. Yeah, I prefer Noob Saber. Yeah, somebody else said Noob Saber, actually. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, me, it is Sub-Zero, yo. Sub-Zero for sure. I just like I like the meanness of Sub-Zero. He's insane. All right, so here we go. We have this candle. We have, giving us the low right there at 245. And by 254, we got the expansion. Well, we got the expansion at 253, 254. And now we want to see in 5 seconds how this candle is going to close. And then you want to see, this is a breakaway. Yeah, 253 as a breakaway takes us to this high, to 240 high. Okay, so pay attention. This breakaway should take you to this high. No, that is what you call executioner. There's only 2 of them. I know. The Discord people are probably laughing at me right now. They're like, yo, the executioner showed his face on Gap. Yeah, I know. They're laughing at me right now. They're like, bro, why would you say that this time? If you are from the Discord and you're in here, did you see it? Did you see the theme that I was talking about? Did you see the theme? The theme where if this is a breakaway, we get this high. Did you see the theme? I know. You either see it or you don't. It's okay. It's only for specials. You see the theme? Every time. You see the theme? Executioner. I love it. Shout out Usman. This is a credit to you, man. You came up with the name, but we found something too strong for it. Too strong. Executioner. He's gonna deny you and show his evil face. That's what it does. But yeah, basically we're just going through some sort of distortion in here. We just, prices being controlled. Price is trash, as you can see. Anytime price is trash, you can expect manipulative speed. By the way, that's just a freebie for y'all. A little bit of theory. Anytime price is trash, you can anticipate manipulative speed. It's not the same as continuation. It is not the same as, price is in a hurry to get somewhere. It's like, no, it is manipulative speed. And that's why we call it the executioner. Because it does what it does, folks. Connor said, Yep. Yes, sir. So let us start looking. Let us squeeze the chart. Do we have any lows that we can target? Do we have any? Ooh, we have this PDRA in here. So basically, we're just going through London. This is 322. Ooh, 322. Okay. Fair Valley got right there. And that one was 326. No, not that one. Okay. I'm going to draw this one. And I want to show you guys something. That's why you heard me say not that one. Okay? Remember, not that one. Pay attention. What time is it? It's 3. Ooh, here we go. Where down we go. 3. Wow. How's the daily candle looking, by the way? Anybody want to tell me how the daily candle is looking? I'm just moving this around just for visuals. There you go. Visual. In 13 seconds, we want to see how this candle closes. Does it give us a bullish order block? What type of bullish order block does it give us? Does it give us a bullish order block back in the premium of its... Nope, it didn't. So you guys know, Discord, you know what that one is. And you gotta start counting down. Anyway, does it close at the premium of this range or even above the high? Let us see. toss it. Man, but you're diabolical, bro. You know it, man. You know it. You gotta toss it, bro. You toss it or it's gone, bro. You toss it. Look at that. Huh? Rejection block hit. What type of bullish order block does it give? I'm telling you, folks, like, man, my people know what's up, man. And I love them. I love them, man. These are good people. I'll tell you that. We're back to the 50% of the range. We're flirting. You can expect, pay attention to this candle. We got about 45. You're going to see some, watch how the body is going to be moving at the 50%. This is what you call recalibration. Just pay attention to the body, to the closing price there. See how it's moving? Boom, 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 boom. Just pay attention. It's going to be creating big wicks and they try to close it, and then big wicks and they try to close it. You see what I'm talking about? That is recalibration, folks. That right there. Let me get you to see it. You got 17 seconds. You see that? See the way it's jumping? It's like jumping all over. That is recalibration. That is recalibration. It tells you, it gives you great information. That in itself, you see that? You see the jumping around? That is recalibration, people. That's not a normal price delivery in terms of a candle opens and then you know, it just gradually, like say it's going higher, it just gradually goes higher and it gradually goes higher. It's like, nope, that's not what it does. You have this bullish candle. It closed right there at the rejection block. This candle opens and it started giving you recalibration. That is recalibration, people. Look at this. Look at the next candle. Yep. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. Remind me, guys, recalibration. Remind me. We're going to discuss it tomorrow. That's what it does, folks. That is recalibration. Recalibration is like a reset in a sense. Or it's like, it's the moment. It's the moment. Yeah, recalibration is basically the moment when algorithmically an objective has been reached, but now it has to refer to a previous objective. But now it's going to give you acceleration. So what it's going to do is it's going to quickly switch. It's going to quickly switch positions. That's what it does. Recalibration. Like it's not a PD array. It's not anything to do with time or anything. It is just a specific way that a specific candle, when you zoom into it and you start studying how the unrealized closing price starts moving, it starts shifting. So at one point it's going to shift, it's going to look like, oh, it's about to go up, and then it's going to go all the way back down, and then it's going to go in the middle, and it's like, it's just going to be shifting. So you're going to be seeing like big wicks sometimes. You're going to be seeing, it's going to create like a big wick, and then it's going to look like it was closing the wick, and then it's going to look like it's going to create an even bigger wick. That's recalibration, folks. I'm telling you. So you saw me say, if we get a bullish order block, you could tell, I mean, I was like, yeah, we're gonna go higher, right to the rejection block. That rejection block, recalibration, sends us lower. That in itself, it's not that candle or anything, it's the way it was printing that I'm talking about. While it was printing, it was giving recalibration. It's like, think algorithmically, like code or something. And as it was doing that, I knew, yep, this is what recalibration looks like. Recalibration means whatever is about to go down, we need to switch that code, yo. It's not a PD array. It's not a, it's not a directional thing, if I can even put it that way. It's just the way price is printing. That's what recalibration is. And based on the way it's printing, you can tell the mechanics of candle like gears clicking. Yes, there you go. The mechanics of candle, Connor said, the mechanics of candle like gears clicking. That's what it is. It's like, yep, we know that. You know, kind of like when you want to unlock a safe and you're putting your ear to the, you know, you're kind of like moving the numbers, you're moving the knob like that, you know. So basically, what was I looking at? I drew this fair value gap and I said, not that one. And price was going higher, like here. It came lower back into this fair value gap here from all the way back. Okay. And then it started going higher. What I wanted to see was for us to go higher back into this high. But the moment I saw recalibration, like the way it was acting, I'm not waiting for this BC to form. I know this BC will form. But when this BC forms like that, and at the same time the candle 3 is giving you recalibration pattern or, you know, recalibration, you know, picture or whatever you want to call it, yeah. That in itself, I'm dropping a little bit of competition trading. Yeah, a little, you know, little ounce of competition trading. In case there are some people that like to, you know, some people will be like, oh, yo, oh, you want to have a trade-off? I'm like, yo, you want to have a trade? Bro, you better make sure you know what the next candle is going to do before you open your mouth. Because if not, I'm going to send one of my guys to you. They'll take business. They'll take care of business. They will handle business, man. I don't need the stress. 2 weeks, folks. 2 weeks. Less than a week. Some people are not even with me a week. And they're already doing 15-minute drills. They will cook you, bro. You get cooked. You want to compete. Man, get out of here. You will get cooked. My dream, Lord willing, is to build monsters. People who they come in, people who they want to learn something. They already have an idea, but they don't know. They don't know. They don't know how to piece things together. But they want this piecing together. They want a sense of redemption of their time invested in the area of trading. So they come to me and they say, hey, yo, Cap, how are we going to do this thing, man? Can you educate me in a way, or can you equip me with something that will make this thing work for me? And you know my reply. I got you, bro. I got you. Do you know this? What is your model? What is your strongest suit? What is your strongest tool? What are you so familiar with that you feel like nobody else knows about this more than you? And then we go from there. And then I lay down these tools for them. Break it down. Boom, boom, boom. They're like, wait, what? I never thought about it like that. That's the whole point. You were not meant to think about it like that. You would have never thought about it like that. How are you supposed to know what you're not meant to know? That's the truth. That's the key. That's how it works, folks. That is how it works. You were not meant to know because some things are locked and kept behind. So you need to learn and know how to hijack information. You need to learn and know what are the possible things that somebody might not be, willing to share. What is the homework that he wants you to go do so you can find the things that he cannot say publicly? That's how you do it, folks. Anyway, we have this like that, and then this, boom. Okay? If you didn't see the mouse, you didn't see the mouse. But we have this up like that, You want to measure this range like that, and then you want to get a 50% like that, okay? And then you want to pay attention to this candle like that. All right? We have 50% of the day of the opening range gap. What time is this? 3:10. We're about to get the first presented fair value gap. Okay, that's what you want to anticipate. And if you don't get that, you get this. It's always like this, folks. Always like that. But anyway, I would like a wick now, please. Don't give me a bearish order block, man. Oh, don't give me a bearish order block, man. Like, I know it's market on close, and I know you want to embarrass me in public. You see what I mean, guys? This is what embarrassment looks like. This is what it looks like. They're trying to embarrass me with the CB. Oh, actually, that was my mistake, actually. Human error. Look at this. There you go. Boom. Human error. Live. 1, 2. Bearish order block. We have a controller behaving somewhere. You go find it. I'll give you an example. It's a great exercise. Clay Slay said, "Big dog, I'm back." Where did you go, bro? Where did you go? I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired, folks. We want to see this rejection block be tapped, re-tapped, and then we get a decision. If this doesn't have to feed the animal. Oh, animal external to you or within you? There you go. Rejection block, tap, re-tap, and boom. That's how that works. 1, 2, and boom. No fair value gap though. Implied fair value gap, but not a fair value gap. Look like wanna run down. Yeah, I know it's literally, it's giving that kind of picture, isn't it? It's giving that kind of picture. Chicken and dogs. Oh, you reared chickens, bro? You reared chickens? Wow, that is pretty cool. You must live in like a big compound or like a big house with a, with a big yard. That's really cool, man. Usman said, okay, so all these controllers you point out form when you anticipate them overtaking something nearby. Yep. It is controller for a reason. It's the only thing that can embarrass me. That's why I say I submit to them. Hawaii. Oh, you are Hawaiian. I like it, man. Look at that, folks. We're getting all kinds of people in here. Where's everybody from? Let me know. Talk to me. Where are you from, y'all? Who's from where? We got a man from Hawaii. You study clock before. You study clock before the charts. What do you mean? Can you dig it? Can you dig it, sucker? Ding 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 ding. Let's drop. Exati said, let's drop. Exati, let's drop. Exati wants to draw this market down. Let's go, Exati. What's the price going to say for Exati? Exati is bringing the price down, folks. Aloha. Portugal. Oh, Exati is from Portugal. That is cool. South Texas. Nice, big time. NYC, New York City, Far Rockaway. Yeah, nice. Let's draw Mozambique. Oh wow, Mozambique, and your name is Queros. Hmm, that is interesting. Exity wants to bring the market down. Let's go. In 90 minutes, the market must drop down. Something like that, right? No, probably. What time is it though? 15. Ooh, you guys know what time this is. Where's 45? We are in that range, folks. No more World Cup. If you're a football fan, people from everywhere, happy to see you all active. Yeah, yeah, man, it is. Yeah, it's like. So here's the funny thing, right? There are more people here, but I haven't. Do you eat, bro? I haven't seen you. You haven't seen me eat because my oven hasn't been working. That's why my landlord came out earlier. Nah, I'm only joking. The cooker works, but I can't wait for the oven tomorrow. I think it's coming tomorrow, sometime tomorrow anyway. But yeah, I can't wait, man, because I got all these ribs and stuff, ribs and steak, and start a cooking show. You guys want to see me? Oh, Usman. You guys need to blame Usman. If you see me doing live stream by the fire, yeah, man, bro, in the market. I eat candles, bro. I eat candlesticks. I eat candlesticks, folks. That's what I do. I eat candlesticks. No, so if you guys see me doing live streams while cooking, imagine that. Cooking, doing live streams, while doing live streams, talking about charts, giving education, and talking about recalibration. All at the same time. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. You might be onto something, man. You might be onto something. And talking about God as well. Ooh, yo. You might be onto something. You might be onto something, man. Mozambique. Well, one thing is for sure, I do appreciate every single person who's coming out here. Oh yeah. So what I was gonna say earlier, since my brain, farts. But yeah, what I was gonna say earlier was, oh my days. I literally just said my brain fart and I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, basically, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Gee, too many words. Too many words. Oh yeah, I do remember now. So the fact that we have more people in here in the chat, and I haven't been posting on Twitter, which is where most people know me from. I haven't been posting on Twitter that I'm gonna do a live stream. I haven't done that in the last 3 trading days. So I didn't do that today. I didn't do it on Friday. I didn't do it on Thursday. But there are more people here than from Twitter, than me posting, because I'm trying to get just inform some people who might see it and be like, oh, let me go watch Cap, because they know what's about it, what's about to happen. But yeah, it's interesting, right? And somebody said we have a certain number of subscribers earlier. I haven't checked today. Actually, I haven't checked since I think Friday or Saturday. I haven't really checked how the YouTube is doing. I probably should be doing some analytics, work, right? Come on, man. XT, bring this thing down, bro. Come on, bro. Bring this thing down. You want it down, right? I've got this PD array. But bring it down, man. Bring it down. Bring it down, bro. Come on, man. Please talk to your friend, man. You got him on speed dial. Bring it down. Bring it down. Let's break it down. Oh, can you imagine talking for 5 hours a day, people? Do you think I'm doing too much? What's your advice? Free advice. Free solicited advice from the experts in the chat. Do you think talking in front of the charts every day for 5 hours is a lot? Like you're talking candles, you talk about the market, you're talking about price, you're talking candle for candle, all these kind of things, and then you talk about something else, and then you come back, and then you. Do you think talking for 5 hours is a lot, like a radio station or something? What do you think? Would you? Would you be able to do it? Would you be able to talk for 5 hours every day? But yeah, this is me, Cappuccino Jones, yo. You want to see this trust me, you do not want to see this candle close anywhere here like that. Like you don't want to see this candle close, above here. Like you, what time is it? 21. So we have 19, 20, 21. You do not want to see this one or the next one up here. We just don't. Usman said 5 hours is a bit much unless you really enjoy doing this. Otherwise, hope it doesn't drain too much. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. 5 hours is a bit. Are you kidding me? That's insane, bro. Yeah, well, yeah, no, Connor. Well, think about it, Connor. I'm there 3 hours on Discord, and we're doing our thing, and it's good. It's amazing. And then we do about 2 hours here on YouTube. And sometimes it's more than 2 hours. I got in here at 1:30 p.m. and I'm anticipating I'm going to be here by this red line over here by at least 3:45. So, Usman said, horse smacker, otherwise near controller. Yeah, I know. The last thing you want is a horse smacker right now. That's the last thing you want. I keep thinking about to 11-hour call. Oh. Yeah, I know. That was long. It was fun, though. It was fun. So basically, guys, the 11-hour call Connor is talking about is on Discord on Saturday. So normally Saturday is my day off, like time off. Like I don't want to do anything. I just want to relax. I just want to enjoy myself. And but yeah, a specific gentleman decided to start a call in one of the channels. And so, I jumped in, other people jumped in, and we were just, chatting. But anyway, one thing led to the other. Before you know it, the chat was full of like 6, 7 people or so. And yeah, we were on the call, on Discord for 11 hours. No exaggeration. It was 11 hours. And I had church in the morning. So I only slept like an hour and a half or so. I had church in the morning. And then, and then I had to be back for the 1 p.m. New York time. So basically, it was fun. The conversations were fire. I mean, we were talking. Oh my, it was so good. We should have recorded that one, man. That should have been recorded because, man, all the gems were coming out, all the real stuff. And I'm not surprised that today it gave more confidence to price reading. So when I was talking about certain things in price on the Discord, they knew it was like boom, like right there. They knew exactly what we were looking for. But it came out of 11 hours, folks. So yeah, if you invest in your people, if you invest in people and they know you're genuine and they know you only want to give them good information. Oh man. But yeah, there's some jokes that probably will never disappear ever again from that call. So I look forward to it, man. What a call. But yeah, look at this, guys. What is this? What is this? This is XT. What's going on, bro? Call your guy, man. You want this thing to drop, no? Call your bro, bruv. Call him, man. Tell him, like, listen, Mr. Cappuccino Jones, the son of Paul Tudor Jones, is on the line. Like, he wants this thing down because I said so. They call me Hexati. Can you dig it? That's how XT will enter the ring. If XT was a wrestler or something, I think that would be his entry. Who's your favorite WWE wrestler? WWE wrestler? Do you like WWE? XT? Guys, who's your favorite WWE wrestler? I knew someone was gonna say Stone Cold Steve Austin. I knew someone was gonna say Stone Cold for sure. Stone Cold always comes up everywhere. Yeah, I like Booker T, man. I really like Booker T. You gotta represent Booker T. The the great Khali. The great Khali. Wow. That tells your generation. I think I know what generation you are. Goldberg. Get in. Get him, bro. For sure. Goldberg, man. Yeah, they didn't give us a lot of Goldberg, though, did they? The Ultimate War. Ooh. Wow. PP, you throwing it, bro. You are throwing it all the way. Pow, pow, pow. You are throwing it all the way. XCT, what's going on, man? Drop this thing now. Ooh. Old school, absolutely. XCT, drop this thing, man, or else, man. Like, what's that? What's that price there? Let me get the 50%. What's that price? 28878 and 25. Okay. 878. No? Bro, you said this thing was XCT, bro. Drop this thing now. Drop this thing, bro. Make it drop. I was gonna say we make it clap, but that would be unchristian of me, right? For me to be singing, make it clap. Like, this guy's brain is like, how does he even come up with this? You know what? Yeah, XT, you have 3 candles, bro. You have 3 candles to drop this thing, or I'm gonna start like, I'm coming to Portugal, bro. You have 3 candles, okay? You got 3 candles, otherwise they're gonna burn us, bro. 878 gonna burn us up, man. You got 3 candles to drop this thing, bro. You need to drop it like right now. Who's smart? The Ultimate Warrior theme song still gets me pumped up to this day. You know what actually gets me, man? The Rock. You know the Rock song, the entry, but the old one, not the new one. Like not the remixed one, the old one. Well, would you look at that, man? What's going on? 878. What's that high? 874 and 50. Was I close? Was I close, folks? Was I close? I couldn't wait for XT, man. Like, if you smell what the raw is cooking, dun, 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 dun. The Rock says, the Rock says, that's one more free model. I don't know what you're talking about, Usman. We can call it the Rock model. XT, you got 3 candles. Well, within 3 candles, what did we get? 1, 2. Spike, folks. My Discord people know exactly what that was about. They know. Yeah, I wish I was on the 90-minute drill. I wish I was a believer, but you can blame PP Banks as XT. You can blame him. He sent that all the way up there, man. That was PP the Banker Banks. What are you guys saying? The Great Khali. How long have you been trading, folks? People, how long have you been trading? Honestly. PP Banks, nah, I was short from the high on ES. You were short from the high on ES. You dirty dog. You held the whole day? Like from, wait, what am I talking about? From the morning? From the open? RTH, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, you dirty dog, bro. Dirty dog. Holding all that, not even leaving nothing for XT, bro. You are wicked, man. XT, I'll find, he lives in the United States. Go find PP Banks on Twitter. Follow him and, spam his account. Spam him in the DMs. Spam him, bro. Spam him, man. That's how we do it. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. It's all fun and games, man. It's all fun and games. How long have you guys been trading? December 23 makes 3 years. Wow. 3 years. Not bad. And like, do you trade ICT, Clay Slay? Are you an ICT trader? XCT 2 years. Chilling guy. 3 years. April made 10 years for me. Wow. 10. Cool. 2016, huh? Wow. Very cool. So we got 3 years, we got 2 years, we got 3 years, and we've got 10. Ladies and gentlemen, you see that? Look at this PDRA. You saw me draw that across. Okay? You saw me draw that across. And we came down. And we went up. Controller, folks. It's what it does, people. I'm telling you. It's what it does. Clay Slay, ICT, SMC, price action majorly. Oh, okay. So ICT basically. Almost 9, almost 10 years. Wow. 4, I think, with ICT. Cool. Luazi said 5 years. Mad. We got some real real time in this place, man. I like that. I like that. I like it. I love it. Yeah, so maybe this gives me a chance to preach a little bit. I want to tell you something. In the Bible, in the New Testament, Paul is writing and he's encouraging the Christians. And he mentions this in a verse. I can't remember the verse verbatim, but this is what he does say. Redeeming the time. God has a way of redeeming the time. I promise you. Let me get the mean threshold of right there. Okay. Oh, actually, that should be quadrant, but I'll get mean threshold. If it doesn't close below, controller, back to controller, okay? But God has a way of redeeming the time. The reason is you can put in so much time into a craft. You can pursue a goal. There's so many of us. We really want to be in charge of our own success. And that's the power of the financial markets. But there's a thing about when you're investing so much time and you're digging and digging and digging for gold, and you start at some point you start feeling like, will it ever happen for me? This is why people tell you never give up. Never ever give up. Keep holding the faith. Because for me, it was the same. I was in years with nothing to show. Years, not 1 or 2 years. Years with nothing to show. I remember the people around me at the time, it's like, oh, how's the trading thing going? How's it, and it's almost like they don't really mean it as like in a bad way, but it just comes up. It just comes up because they're trying to make conversation. But that's the truth. And there's something about Paul when he was writing, inspired by the Holy Spirit, when he said, God can basically, God can redeem the time for you. If you don't give up, it is not easy, folks. Like XT is saying, it is not easy. But God has a way of redeeming the time. He has it. He's special. You got to keep on going. Chilling guy said, keep going no matter the cost. God has a way of redeeming the time. But in the Old Testament, thousands of years before Paul wrote that text, in the book of Psalms, David said, teach us how to number our days. Teach us how to measure time. Hamza Trade said short. XT didn't call this guy, so I don't know if we're going all the way down. I think XT needs to tell us if he called this guy to pull it down. You feel me? But yeah, for real. God has a way of redeeming the time. If you don't give up, if you stay, you stay thinking ahead, you put your trust in Him, and you keep on digging, you keep on watching these videos. He has a way of redeeming the time. The reason why I say that is because we're in a special age. Like we're in a special time where there's too much information. Every information that you need, all the information you need to succeed in trading is out there. There's literally no excuse. There's no excuse. There are mentors, there are people who invented, strategies, who authored strategies, and then they had students who are now even teaching the same strategy. So the information is spreading galore. So the idea that, we don't, the idea that we don't know what's going to happen, or we can't have a sense of precision and control, I don't know, it doesn't exist. It really doesn't. I don't believe that anyone cannot have the ability to have the precision and control. Actually said, for me, chart doesn't clean now. If we break, that's fair value gap above, maybe around a little bit. It's control. Trust me, bro. I promise you, this is all control. If you notice, I'm not even arguing or debating with it. This is controller stuff. This is all it does. Believe me. The only time, if you notice, that I called, the move there is, when I say within the three candles, which was 329, the spike, and then the 330 is like, it's what it does, bro. Trust me. Like, it ain't you. This is what controller does. This specific PD array. All right. Once it shows its head, there's no argument. It is literally what it does. But anyway, as I was saying, you've got to have the faith. You've got to have a faith. You've got to believe that the information you're searching for is out there. That there are people who can help you. There are people who can help you. I like 338, 338, 338, 338. That green candle, yeah, so do I. Yeah, I like that. I like the way it closed, at the upper area of this candle there. I don't know what you're talking about, Connor. You want to give away your sauce? But be my guest. But yeah, anyway, back to 50% of the day. Controller, down, manipulate, up, down, up. It's what it does, folks. I'm telling you. You may not believe, but it is what it is. It is what it is, folks. But yeah, like, for real, we are discussing why you, man, why, bro? Wow, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's not for me. All it did was just use the fair value gap. That's all it did. It's just a fair value gap, bro. That's all it did. Connor's like, man, y'all don't know. This guy Connor is trying to drag you guys into Discord. That's what he's doing. He's trying to drag you. He's trying to tease you lot. He knows what he's doing. I know, right, Weber? I know. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing, man. He's trying to drag him. He knows what he's talking about. Oh, by the way, Connor, take a screenshot on your own chart of what you were just talking about here, and then send it into the institutional order flow thing with your, what's it called? The study thingy. Yeah, this right here. Yeah, take a screenshot. And then I'm going to use it as an example when I answer. Yeah. So just, yeah. But this is literally it. The thing that I was saying that, everybody should look into. It's literally that. And that. So just, take a screenshot. You can take a screenshot of my screen if you want. But this is a perfect example. I was going to point it out, but I didn't want to interrupt you. Yeah, I appreciate that. No problem. Breakout retest. Boom. Breakout retest. What does it mean, breakout? Oh, breakout. Like to the upside. Is that what you mean? Yeah, all of this is basically like a mini, like if you look at look at this. 903 and 50 and 796 is basically just dancing over an hour, almost 2 hours or so. Yeah, almost 2 hours within 100 handles. Like, like what are we gonna do with that? There's a lot you can do with that, I'll tell you that. Go on, do your thing. Clay Slay wants bullish. Bullish to where? Upside to where? Clay Slay. Upside to where and why. Maybe we'll give you a little bit of a taste of of our Discord activity. Upside to where and why. XT said, what liquidity? What liquidity, bro? What time? What time is the candle? What liquidity? You see what I mean, folks? When you get into my Discord, the kitchen is hot. We are looking for precision and control. We don't want to mess with anything else. We don't want to, it's like, oh, liquid. It's like, nope. Like, we understand the theory, we understand the narrative, but we want to know why. So we can know exactly what you're thinking in real time. So we can know your timing. So we can know when you suggest it. So we can know if you don't get that, then why. We want to know everything, the full package. That is Algowick, precision and control. Yeah, so do you think it's easier to study PD arrays on the 1 minute chart or on higher time frames? I know the higher time frames are cleaner, but wouldn't the 1 minute chart be better for studying? The 1 minute chart is better for studying, bro. Well, must go up to come down. You're still not giving me any clarity. You're not giving me the time of the candle. You're not giving me the price that you need, the price of the candle that you want to see. You're not giving me the logic based on PD arrays why it must arrange that way. So as of the time of posting, I think I'm not sure what time you set that at, but basically we're back down here. So it's a question of why. We want to know why. Why did it do that so that we can anticipate things like that next time? That's the trick to the puzzle. Exities here, I'm not talking about memorizing them, but actually studying how they form. On the high time frame, a single PD array may take a very long time. Yeah, just do it double top question mark. Nope. That we're not getting double. What does double top even mean? What does that mean algorithmically? That's a pattern. What does it mean? So you want price to go higher, great, no problem. What does that mean? Why? Where? And around when? I'm not asking you to pinpoint time, but when and where? So I can expect it. You're the market maker. If you were the market maker, how would you print it? And then as we look together, we want to see that. So you want this high to be rated, you want this high to be rated, you want this high to be rated. Okay, cool. But how should it get there? We've got 2 more candles, folks. So at Algowick, that's what we're looking at. Double top pattern. The last high, ain't it 2 tops? Yeah, it's 2 highs, but you didn't say why. You didn't say why it must be like that. You didn't give any logic. It was just why. Create it before it does it. You've got 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds, bro. So we can anticipate if you're going to be correct or if you're going to be invalidated. If you're going to slay clay, and to where? XT said 850 to 910. What about 850 to 910? I can only see what I see. I can't really explain what I see. Still new. I know. But there's no excuses, bro. I would rather you make an attempt and be wrong than make no attempt at all. When people come to me, that's what I put them on. I say, hey, tell me why. Tell me why. I don't care if you're wrong. Give me logic. Show me a sense of control. Even if you're right or wrong, show me a sense of control. I want to know why you're wrong. I want to know why you're right. I don't care if you're right. Anybody can call a bias. Bullish, equal highs up here. Great. Equal lows up here. Great. Fair value gap in there. Great. This controller or whatever. Great. Okay, cool. Now we're just in a range. That's all we're doing so far. But if you can give us why, if you can give whoever you're talking, maybe your friends or people, your trading community, if they can give you why, so that you can then anticipate these prints, that's when you know. Because what tends to happen is people, and this goes to everybody, by the way, when you're in front of the charts by yourself and you're doing a thing, not financial advice. Oh, by the way, could you guys please, apparently it might be wrong to say like and subscribe or something like that. I saw it on YouTube, but your support is encouraged. But yeah, so when you're by yourself, and this goes to everyone, the truth is maybe one of these candles, let's say, these 4 candles, as these 4 candles are going higher, you'd be thinking it wants to go for this high or something. It's a realistic idea for you to think that. And then it came back lower, and now we're back down here. It's a realistic idea. But the question is, if you can know the why ahead of time, what was my why? Why did I start preaching? What's the point of reading this? The only thing that I read was this here. And I said, if we don't close below, below this, on this candle, we're going higher. What time was it? It was 3:36. We had a CB there. Your CB didn't even close below mean threshold. The next candle did, and then these ones went higher. Why am I anticipating all kinds of manipulation? Because of this PD right here, this one, the controller. I talk about it every day. When it's nearby, I know that precision is going to be not skewed in a sense, but like price is going to be trash. So I got to lean on more advanced things, to be honest. And that's it. But this is what it does. This is what it does. And then I had this one here. So you got to have candle psychology. Sorry, that took me off guard. Candle psychology. Nah, it's ICT, bro. This is ICT. I'm a pure ICT trader. Pure ICT. I've never heard of candle psychology before. Usman said, looks like going to take the recent lows as near the equilibrium of London consolidation start. Let's see. Well, Usman, we are seeing you drop this thing 80 handles, bro. There you go. Did you use the theme, Usman? Is that what you saw that made you think we're going lower? Or made you post that? Is that what you saw? Yep. Yeah, I know. Well done. Very good. Very good, bro. Very good, sir. Very good. There you go. I think XRT finally called this guy. XRT, my man. Finally. We finally getting it. You see that? Now look, folks. This candle's high raid, just like Friday. just like Friday. Did it raid? No. If it's not gonna raid, I know, right? Ice D. Yeah, he finally. I was like, bro, man, like maybe he ran to the shop to get new credit, like new mobile credit, man. Cause man, like call this guy, man. I mean, telling him, call him. Finally called him. There you go. So there you are. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There you go. There's your London low. Let me just put, I'm just going to annotate this low, but we're getting close to it, by the way. So that's hindsight. I didn't predict that. Although, you know, those who know, they know. But yeah, I was too busy preaching. But this is what it does, folks. Controller will hold, it would hold, it will hold. And then look, at 350, boom. Okay? Right there. Very short block, very short block, gone. And almost. It's what it does, folks. Control, engineer liquidity to take liquidity. Well, algorithmically speaking, resatisfy, recalibrate this range. Make sure there's nothing left to be satisfied in here. That's what that is. There's nothing here left. Boom. There you go. Boom. Boom. Every day, folks. But yeah, so I say all that to say we are this low. Usman predicted this low. Well done, Usman. He used something that was given to him. And I'm pretty. How many of it, by the way, Usman, could you please put in the chat? How many did you see today? So this is a gentleman who he mentioned the word executioner, and I really liked it. I really liked the name, and I was like, oh, you know what? I know something that fits the word executioner. And you know, and I told him I'm gonna DM him on Twitter, and we're gonna talk shop. And boom, around 5, without even digging too deep. How often did it miss? The 5 that you found, how often did it miss? Was it 4 out of 5? 1 out of 5? 5 out? Did they all miss? 5 out of 5? What percentage would he give it, Usman? Oh man. Beautiful calls and display. Thank you, Lawrence. I appreciate it. Good lesson. Thank you, Clay Slay. We're trying to do a, you know, I'm trying to learn how to be entertaining. I'm trying to learn how to do this thing, but at the same time, I'm also trying to, you know, make sure we do present a sense of something is being controlled and we know what it is. And as long as we know what it is, that's the key. Usman said, all worked pretty good, man. It's like another missing piece to a puzzle. That's what Usman said. That sounds 100% to me, folks. I called the man. What's good in Dubai? How you doing? So, show me, tell me. What's your model? Do you have one? What's your go-to? One call, folks. One call. Not two. Never spoken to him before. Never DM'd him before. Just one. There's my alarm. One call, folks. One call. We talked. He explained what he uses. We had a good, rapport. And I felt like this man is a real gentleman. He's actually being genuine. Okay. Well, you know what? As a token, as a gift, you're always participating in the chat. You've always been supportive on Twitter. Like, he's been following me a long time. And I said, well, as a token of reward, here's something for you to consider. I want you to look into this theme, and I want you to pay attention to when it forms. And I want you to pay attention to how it prints. This specific thing, boom, boom, boom. Telltale. He is coming to me now, and he's saying he found 5 of them today, and they all worked. 100%. And that's just one thing, one piece of the puzzle. I'm telling you guys, man, you don't know who you're messing with. You don't have a clue. You don't know. We're still fresh, though. We're only 2 weeks in, right? Yeah, 2 weeks. There you go. 2 weeks, folks. Algowick is practically 2 weeks years old on YouTube or something, if we can even put it that way. Nomo said, Uncle Michael, your student is calling price line. Hey, yo, Uncle Mike. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Minor buy side, minor sell side taken. Yeah. Yep, that's what happened. We just want to be able to anticipate things like that. Bro, hot in the kitchen for sure. Oh, bro. So obviously this is YouTube. So, Clayton, they said, bro, hot in the kitchen for sure. Yeah, it's hot, bro. But yeah, this is YouTube. There's only so much I can say. There's only so much I can tease. But yeah, I can tell you for sure. On Discord, oh, bro, they know, man. They know what they're getting. They know. The difference between YouTube and Discord is that I show the chart, I show certain things, and then price eventually goes there, right? I show certain prices. I say, oh, I want to see this. Sometimes it's gonna look like it's gonna fail me, but then if you see, like, oh, okay, so it actually did what he was thinking. Yeah, but that's on YouTube. On Discord, it's candle by candle. On Discord, it's okay, it is gonna fail me now, and then boom, now make me right. Control. It's not like, oh, I think price is gonna go here, and it goes there. Happy days, I was right. We don't care about being right or wrong. Show me control, because if you have control and precision, you will be right all the time. How about that? You will be right 100% of the time. Which means if you are right 100% of the time, every time, what do you think that means for your trading? Number one, let's put that aside. Which means when your precision and control is functioning at the highest possible level, okay, there's only one thing left, the actual execution. Which means you only have risk management left. Risk management, that's all you have left. Candle by candle, not 2, 3, 5, 15-minute chart. One. And you got to do it one by one, like that. Boom, 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 boom. And you got to have the stamina. Yeah. The stamina to be able to call the manipulation. Yeah. Y'all think I was joking, huh? Y'all think I was joking. I was not joking. We were not mincing words, folks. There are things that print every time. Every time. That's what we're about. That's what saved me. But you try to tell people, oh, yeah, actually there's something that I'm telling you, there's a sequence. There are things, and I keep seeing them. And people have the guts to tell you, nah, there's no such thing as 100%, bro. Okay, for you, there's not, which tells me exactly where you are, which tells me exactly where you're at, which tells me you are definitely not what you seem. Um, yeah, so bro, how often do you go live? I'm trying to go live. Are you asking in the Discord or here? If you're asking about YouTube, I try to go live every day for now because I enjoy it. I am enjoying it. I'm pretty sure at some point, the YouTube is definitely gonna have to, we're gonna have to tone it down. Maybe we'll do like twice a week, 3 times a week or something. Um, just so I can have a life and enjoy myself. The other thing is because the best time to enjoy yourself where I live is in the evening time, and that's when I'm actually on the charts with people and doing all those things. So we'll have to see how that will go. And then the other thing is um, yeah, so that's YouTube, but on Discord it's every day, Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday, uh, you know, Monday to Friday, 9 to 12, New York time. 9 to 12 New York time, Monday to Friday, without fail. 3 hours every day, 15 hours every week. Well, if you include the Sunday session, 18 hours. And if you include the 11-hour calls, I don't think we'll be doing another one this weekend. But yeah, basically like 18 hours a week. That looks 30 minute. Oh, that last 30 minute looks good. Last 30 minutes, last 30. Yeah, it does. Yeah, call candle one by one is crazy. I know, it is crazy. Calling a candle on the 1 minute time frame one by one is absolutely crazy. But that's what people are learning to do with me in the private space. So, I guess we're a crazy bunch, right, boys? And we haven't even gotten started yet. And they know it. Like one of the guys is saying, yeah, I know you're holding back, bro. I know you're holding back. And it's crazy because in the last 2 weeks, oh my days, I have talked about so many things. You would think I would run out of stuff. Not true. And it's not anything that doesn't work. I'm talking about things that now, in a way, I wasn't sure if I wanted to release it, but in a way, it was a good idea. I'm glad I did. So I talked about something pretty recently, and now, like, they are anticipate. Oh my, it's absolutely beautiful. And it's all of them, at least all of them who are aware. Like, there are new people, so obviously they don't know, but they'll find out as the week, So I think we're gonna make it like like a flagship, like a current flagship kind of thing. It is good. It helps with risk management. It also helps with reading, anticipation, prediction, all this kind of stuff. So it's like the one thing or one concept that actually now helps other things that they are all familiar with on their own right. So it's actually looking pretty good. How can I join? It's in if you look in the description. So if you look in the description, you can see, there's going to be a link. It's on Warp, and yeah, you can follow the steps from there. But yeah, so things are looking good. We try to do this all the time. I'm trying to do this every day, and people sign up. Then I get to know them one-on-one, so I know who I'm working with, and then we go from there. But so yeah, there's a little bit of care for the individual person, but at the same time, there's a responsibility being placed upon each and every person that comes in, because I expect, and I say to all of them unequivocally, you are required to be a professional in everything you do. It's a sign of respect for yourself and for me. And if you don't respect the markets, then I don't even want to associate with anybody who doesn't respect the markets or who doesn't even respect themselves. I have no time, no PD, no nothing for people who just don't get it. We don't have time, folks. This is not school. The markets is what makes the world go round. If you cannot function in the world, don't come by the market. It's a lot more ruthless in there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. I don't know what we're gonna call it, but I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have any friends, anyone that you think might be interested in trading, send them here, or send, like these kind of live streams. It's long. I know it's long. Maybe if you want to timestamp a specific section you want them to watch or something, expose them to seeing me demonstrate certain things. Expose them to seeing how specific PD arrays annotated way beforehand will work. Expose them to these things. Give them some hope. Give them some information. Let them be exposed to the possibility that they can. I mean, everybody's responsible for their own doing, but give them hope, folks. Because the group is growing, and I'm grateful to God. I thank God. Guys, I thank God. My marketing is not good. It is not. I know I have a lot of work to do to be better, but it is like, I'm telling you, man, F, like really bad, or NG, no grade. It's my marketing is, yeah, that side of things, not good. But guess who is helping me? My Lord and Savior. He is helping me. I genuinely believe God is helping me, because how is it that I'm doing everything wrong when it comes to business, and yet we're succeeding like crazy? Like, it's crazy. 2 weeks, folks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Apparently, normally these type of things take at least months before you get your founding members. I'm already almost halfway. If Clay Slade joins, as he said he wants to, then we're almost halfway. We're one person away from halfway. So how many more weeks before things start popping? 2 weeks, folks. What's going on? Is it me? There ain't nothing flashy about my videos. Even the thumbnails don't look that good. But yet it is growing. Like legit. Man, we are growing. People are coming in their first day. They're like, is it like this every day? Everyone has so far, everyone has had a first day experience. Imagine that. Every single person has had a first day experience, and they're like, man, if this is what it's like, this is where I want to be. This is what I've been looking for all along. I'm not ICT, guys. I am not ICT. But you know how it is. You know how it is. If you learn well, you give well. You cannot give what you don't have. And you cannot hand over what you can't hold. See what I did there? All right, guys, I appreciate you. This is good night from me. We will see you tomorrow. And my Discord people, see you in the chat, or see you tomorrow. Regardless, thank you. Have a good night. God bless.